Hello, it's Groundhogpeggy again. And I had this idea to try to increase activity on my YouTube channel by maybe showing how I do things. And I have to make a disclaimer here that I'm not really a musician. I don't go to festivals, I don't go to jams, I don't do anything but play around the house. And I'm not a teacher, and I don't know what I'm doing basically. But I would like to show people how I've figured out things I do on my own, and maybe it would help somebody. And I'm also kind of worried about my YouTube channel because they've made it unclear as to who's going to get to keep their YouTube channels. And I think one of the things, at least I interpreted, was if your YouTube is the more activity you have, the better chance you can keep it. I could be wrong, but anyway, the friend of mine from down in beautiful southeastern Kentucky wanted me to play a Beatles song the other day. And I had heard it before. I've never been a Beatles fan, but since I grew up in the Beatle era, I knew everybody played the records. So it wasn't like I had never heard it, but I never really paid attention. And she linked it, and I listened and thought, it sounds kind of neat, and it's kind of neat to play. And I thought I would just show. I figured that it's called Norwegian wood. I don't know if I said that. I figured that it had a very D shape feel to it. Whether it was actually done in D by the Beatles, I don't know, but I didn't compare what key they were in with how they were doing it. I was just listening to it a couple of times and then thought I'd just see what I could do. And D worked for me, I think. And one thing I did was tune that G down to a D. But a person wouldn't have to do that to make the tune work. If you didn't do that, that would be all right too. But then I finger pick. It's just my way of playing. And if a person didn't finger pick, it would be okay too. But I came up with the chord structure is kind of so it's kind of it's got your D, and then it goes to a C, which is the note right under D, so that would be like a 7 chord, your 1 chord, 7 chord. It's a weird progression, but it sounds neat. And the way I did it was I went this note right here. And then hit that and let that ring out. And just do it again and again. It's kind of just like, and then, whoops. Let me do that again. And then just do that over and over, basically. And it's the repetition of it that actually makes it really cool. And then it goes to the minor. Let's see, it's like a it goes to the minor, and then it goes to a G, which I play it like that if I've got my D string tuned down, but you could just play, however. And then it goes to an E minor, and then Okay, so to do the minor part, then you go to the minor. Instead of this D minor, I thought if you take an A minor and you scoot it on up to here, it's on the this is fret number 6, just like an A, just up there. So you're wait a minute, let me do that again. And then you go to a D right there, so you're like, this is the note that you really want to hear. And this is your G. And then do that again. And then you move it up, move your A minor shape up there. And then, so you got, so. And then you're back to. Okay, the on the Beatles records, they have a sitar or something doing a higher thing, of this. So I did that with an A that I put a capo on the 5 and did it with the A. I can't. And then the chord would be a G. Oh, I'm sorry. If you're in the A, it would be a G that you go to get that C. It would be, if you're playing up here with a capo, you'd go to a G and then back with the capo on there, just to get that high thing like a sitar. In other words, except you'd be up here to be playing it in D. Then the only other thing that I thought was cool that I could figure out to do was when you go to the minor, let's see. Instead of going up here, sometimes, or one time I went up there. That's an E minor. I think that's it. That's how I played it. I hope that's as clear as mud or more clear. And somebody asked me how or they wanted to see me play Big Coyote on the fiddle in 80/80 tuning, which I did one time on a thing, and I'm going to do that one next. But this is the first one because it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. Okay, I think that's all. Bye.